I've never seen someone dance the Macarena with such conviction.
I have a soft spot for any song about freewheeling sexuality.
Excuse me?
The song, it's about a woman named Macarena who's a seductress trying to take 2 men home. It's surprisingly empowering.
Wow, okay, break down the chicken dance next.
Far too scandalous for such a wholesome event.
You're right, this oddly heteronormative queer wedding would never be able to handle it.
You get to make any queer wedding you want, and we still get tuxes and white dresses and shitty hall food.
I, for one, cannot wait to try to catch the bride's bouquet.
I wonder if being non-binary, I get to play for the bouquet and the garter. Fingers crossed.
More chances at eternal happiness, if you ask me. So, are both those drinks for you, or?
They were, but I'm more than happy to share, assuming you like bourbon.
I sure do. Although, at this point, I'd probably drink paint thinner just to liven up this party.
It all fell apart after your song. You sounded really great, by the way.
Thank you, that's so nice of you to say. I usually don't sing at weddings, but it felt better than getting a gift. I'm not really partial to home scents.
Can I tell you one of my deepest, darkest secrets? I fucking love home scents. I go there to cure my writer's block. It works every time.
I am so sorry. One of my mild acquaintances is waving at me over there. I gotta go.
Wow. Here I am exposing my deepest vulnerabilities and you judge me.
Yeah, it's what I do best. All right, do you want to hear a deep, dark secret just so we can even out the playing field?
It's imperative to this blossoming relationship.
As much as I trash talk weddings, I actually have mine fully planned out, even though I'm painfully single.
I might as well come clean and admit I'm a romantic too. And while I obviously think marriage is a gross part of capitalist culture and super patriarchal, the idea of showing off how much you love someone else is, well, it's beautiful.
So you're like a charming mix of Michelle Foucault and Nancy Myers, huh?
Normally, this is the point in the conversation where I try and gain an upper hand by lying and saying, but I don't know who Nancy Myers is.
Except we both know you watch The Holiday every Christmas.
Absolutely. And I think the intern is her Citizen Kane.
Is Citizen Kane even really Citizen Kane?
I don't know. I've never seen it. You know, my cousin told me the singles table would have the most interesting people. For maybe the first time ever, she's right.
A brazen compliment if I've ever heard one. Hey, do you think this is a setup? Are we in the midst of a meet cute?
I don't think anyone has ever been brave enough to try and set me up before.
Oh, setups are absolutely terrifying. I think you've seriously dodged a bullet.
Well, I admire the openness it requires, though.
Right. Isn't being open with a complete stranger just the best?
It's going well so far. I've spent so much of my adult life being over everything before it happened. I'm starting to worry I missed my chance. It would appear being jaded hasn't really helped me.
Sometimes all you can do is protect yourself, right? Like, I've spent most of my life trying to make love look a certain way that I think I've forgotten or lost sight of how to find it.
Maybe we built it up too much. Love doesn't have to be Romeo and Juliet to be meaningful.
I think being in love for 3 days and then dying is easy.
Oh, I wish I gave myself permission to be in love for even 3 days.
Absolutely should. Being in love for 3 days can be bliss. It's waking up on the 4th day and realizing that that's all it amounts to. That's the hard part.
Oh, has that happened often?
I'm trying this new thing where I leave the shitty things that happened in the past. All I'm gonna say is that I've had my fair share of false starts and hurts, but I'm struggling to not let that color my present, if that makes sense.
How wonderfully deep. I haven't had a lot of loves, but I've had a lot of almosts, and I've dwelled on them all for far too long. But to be fair, I have made a pretty good career out of writing about them, though.
A writer of romance. I did not see that coming.
No, hardly. If anything, it's more waxing poetic about what purpose love has in our lives. Probably not the preferred discussion topic at weddings.
But everything always comes back to love, though, especially at weddings. Whenever I try to pick a song to record, I try to stay away from the love songs because they're so cliche. But all of the best songs, no, even worse, all of the songs that I'm drawn to, even if they're about loneliness or heartbreak, they're all really about love at the end.
I'm ashamed to admit that when you were singing earlier, I was thinking about my wedding song. And the truth is, I absolutely know what I want it to be.
Okay, this is fun. Let me guess.
Oh, this will be a good test to see if you've been paying attention during our little chat.
All of Me, John Legend.
Oh, how trite.
Good answer. That was a test. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're about the same age. So I'm thinking that maybe you're more of a Kiss from a Rose by Seal kind of lover.
Oh, wow. I haven't thought about that song in a really long time. But now I kind of wish it was. Shall I give you a hint?
No, I'm no cheater. Just give me a second. I'm thinking that you're more of a classical type of romantic. So, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frankie Valli is more your jam?
Wow. Essentially, yes, but the Lauryn Hill version. But I'm giving it to you. That was incredible.
Really? That was it? I got it? Oh my God, I'm amazing, aren't I?
I am genuinely impressed with your gifts. Oh, shall I try my hand at guessing yours?
If you dare.
Okay, I'm up for the challenge. All right. Because you are a singer by trade, I think you'd choose something that's a singer's song, but also one with a story.
Quit stalling.
I'm not stalling, I'm summoning my intuition. I'm gonna say, I Will Always Love You. I'm not sure which version though.
Ooh, bold guess. But no. By the way, it's always going to be the Whitney version. No offense, Dolly. It's At Last by Etta James.
The song you sang tonight.
I guess you can't say I'm a closeted romantic anymore.
Not with a song choice like that. But I mean, that's a classic. I mean, even people who pretend to have a heart of stone open up when they hear it. Honestly, I hope they play it later so that we can slow dance together.
Wow, we really are in the middle of a meet cute, huh? So usually I'd be running for the hills after you said something like that, but I actually find myself wanting to go to the DJ and request this song so I could find myself dancing in your arms.
What if they don't play the song? What will become of us then?
Well, we'll have to find somewhere to release this tension.
There's a gender-neutral bathroom here. It's quite spacious.
Well, let's get some fresh drinks first.
After you.